To replace Junior's side brush motor, you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver, the flathead screwdriver that came in his box, and a new side brush motor. Before starting any repair on Junior, turn his side power switch off and remove his dustbin. Then flip Junior over onto a flat surface. Remove Junior's side brush using the flathead screwdriver. And remove his main brush. Keep all removed screws and parts safely aside, as they may be needed for later reassembly. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the 7 screws on Junior's underside that hold him together. There are 5 screws along the edges of Junior, 1 screw on each side of the front wheel, 1 screw to the right of the main brush motor, and 1 screw on each side of the dustbin. The final 2 screws are in Junior's brush compartment. Junior's cover is no longer secured, so hold the top and bottom together as you carefully flip him back onto his wheels. Grip Junior's cover from the back and lift up to expose the mainboard. Slide the power inlet down and tuck it somewhere safe to avoid compressing its wires. Disconnect 4 circuit plugs, 2 at the lower edge of the mainboard near the wheels, and 2 more at the top edge near the bumper. Before you can gain access to the side brush motor, you must first remove the mainboard. Disconnect all remaining 11 circuit plugs from the mainboard. Press the small tab on each circuit plug and pull to disconnect. Remove 3 screws on the mainboard. Keep them aside for later reassembly. Now lift the mainboard out of Junior. In front of Junior's right wheel, you'll see the side brush motor, held in place by 3 screws. Remove all 3 and keep them aside for later reassembly. Then lift the motor out. Place your new side brush motor in the open space, in line with the screw posts. Push down until the motor sits flat, then reinstall all 3 screws. Make sure the motor's wiring reaches over to Junior's left side before replacing the main board. Align the holes with the 3 screw posts on Junior's interior. Ensure that the mainboard sits flat before reinstalling the 3 screws. 1 screw goes in the middle of the mainboard. 1 in the top corner, and 1 in the lower corner. Now reconnect all the circuit plugs correctly. The order of plugs on the left side of the mainboard from top to bottom is a small plug with black and yellow wires, a plug with 2 pairs of twisted wires, a plug with multicolored wires for Junior's left wheel, and 1 empty space. For now, the bottom of the mainboard will have 2 empty spaces on the very left. Then the order from left to right is a small circuit plug with a red wire, 1 more open space, a small plug with yellow wires, and lastly, a plug with multicolored wires on the very right. The order of plugs on the right side of the mainboard is the plug with black and orange wires for Junior's power inlet, a wide circuit plug for Junior's power switch. The order of plugs at the top of the mainboard from left to right is a small plug with red and green wires, a wide plug with multicolored wires, 2 empty spaces for now, and a small plug with black and orange wires in the top right corner. Now you're ready to begin reattaching the cover to Junior's mainboard. Reattach all 4 circuit plugs connecting Junior's cover to the mainboard. There are 2 that connect to the top edge of the mainboard, and 2 more that connect to the bottom edge. Remember to slide the power inlet back into its space on Junior's cover. Align the cover's edges precisely. Then flip Junior over onto a flat surface. Reinstall all 7 screws previously removed from Junior's underside. Reinstall the main and side brushes using the flathead screwdriver. Replace the dustbin before your next use and Junior is completely reassembled. Turn the side power switch back on and congratulations! You've just replaced Junior's side brush motor. Happy cleaning!